Hey everyone, it's Jason here with a new update for FireJumpers Inferno, and I have been working on Task Force as well as some visuals for the map. So let's take a look. One of the things I wanted to do was kind of replicate what a regular kind of fire map that agencies use to describe their fire. And so I wanted to kind of replicate some of the things. So one of the things that I've added was this red line. So let's take a look here. Let's go like this. And you know what, let's change it to very low moisture, bring up the wind speed to 30, and give it a couple of hours. All right. Okay. So what we have here, let me change the particles so we can see. Right. So around the edge of the fire, I've got now this red line to kind of determine, just like the regular map where you have a red line and some dotted lines on the inside to kind of show. Also, I've changed how the little cubes are on the perimeter as well. They now also represent flame height uh, by the color and by the actual height of these cubes. So um, so you can immediately see where the fires are very high and dangerous versus some lower cubes where it would be easier to manage by ground crews. So to help understand what these colors are, I've added this. Let's go over to flame length. I've added this kind of heat map chart just to describe at what point the colors change at what numbers. So in flame length, in feet here, at 4 feet, it goes up to yellow, which is generally for ground crews. Anything 4 feet or under is usually safe for ground crews to do a direct attack. Uh, Flames 8 feet and under, which is orange, this is okay for engines, brush trucks, things like that. But after 8 feet, up to about 16 or so, is for aircraft, helicopter, air tankers, things like that. And then anything over that, then it starts to get into the extreme. And direct attack is not the best strategy at this point. Now it's kind of like, okay, can we create the right type of fire lines or push it towards a river and have a different type of strategy in this way. And these variables you can change. So let's say, 16, we say, you know what, our aircraft can handle up to 25-foot flames. Then all of a sudden the colors are different. So this helps, for any kind of agency that wants to be able to change their values and see that immediately. So yeah, so I've added those as well as um, the change in the cubes here. Uh, Also, what I've done is the pixel background, the pixel color represents the rate of spread. So you can tell that these darker colors, it looks black, but it's actually a gradient from black to yellow, which is a rate of spread of 3 chains. So you can tell that this is less than 3 chains per hour. So very slow moving fire, just some of them are a little bit more fire intense. Um, so yeah, so you can immediately see rate of spread and flame length on the same pixel. So it's just nice to be able to see those 2 bits of information in a visual way. Yeah, so the other thing, let's add maybe another fire here. Ooh, all right. This one probably grew even more. Oh yeah, all right. Uh, our task force. So let me show you how that works. So let me grab one engine. Let's grab another one. And let's say a brush truck. All right. So task force, something that I had added but removed, and again re-adding to the game. So now that you draw a line close to or try to get it right onto it as much as possible, and they will connect together. Let's see here. There we go. And so depending on the unit that you're dragging to, that unit will only be able to accept certain types. So the engines are allowed to kind of connect with other engines. as well as brush trucks. There we go. All right. So now they work in tandem, and they just kind of stack one on top of the other like this. But the nice thing is that they also fight the same pixel at the same time. So let's bring this guy over here and we'll see them all spraying at the same time. There we go. And when they get rewarded, they all get their small piece of the puzzle of the pie, right? And so it just shows it just for a second. So it's a little bit of an overlap, but I think it's acceptable considering the number of units are there, and it's just to show that hey, people have gotten their reward. It is proportional, so the brush truck, which is spraying less water than the other two engines, will get a smaller piece of the pie. But it's your fair share, so that's how it works. And yeah, so we've got the task force. We've got the new kind of line that just kind of represents the perimeter. The cubes now represent some extra information. You can see right away where the problems are and what type of units should be attacking those pixels. Yeah, so that is one of the things. Oh, you can also now change the name of your unit. So this can be number 3 or anything, and they get reflected that way. Oh, also, let's say you want to remove your unit from the task force. Oh, I think I put too many letters there. Exit. Okay. So I press the go button, and it will disconnect the unit from the task force. So each one, number 12 is hidden in there. So I click on number 12, and they just kind of pop out on the backside of the unit, so they're a little bit separate. And yeah, and now they can be on their own again. All right. So yeah, I think is everything about this. Oh, I don't know if I showed, but you can change this from you can turn it to metric. So it can turn it to meters, which is 1.21 meters, is about 4 feet. Uh, Here's chains per hour, which is 3, but in metric, I use the pixels, which is literally one of these pixels, which is 30 meters. One chain is about 20 meters. So it's just not quite the same size as a pixel, but you can get the differences in that way. All right, yeah, I think that wraps it up. So thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.